Tariffs on China total 54%, which could increase the cost of Apple's newest iPhone model by nearly $300. China is one of the world's biggest electronics manufacturers and makes nearly all of the components for an iPhone. Now, analysts say Apple is one of the most exposed companies to a trade war because of its heavy reliance on China for production. For more on this, let's bring in Joanna Stern. She's an NBC News personal technology analyst and senior personal technology columnist at the Wall Street Journal. Joanna, good morning. It's always wonderful to have you with us. Thanks for being here. So I know you spent some time breaking down the practical goal of these tariffs and looked at Apple because it really is an excellent example here. You write in this column of yours recently, the dream of the Trump tariffs is to bring high-tech manufacturing to the U.S. The reality could be a bajillion-dollar iPhone. I love the way that you put that. Walk us through the cost breakdown of an iPhone and just like whether what you looked at shows that an American-made iPhone, is that realistic at all?
Yeah, no, so I have been digging deep into this. What we did last week was look at the cost of the current iPhone. We actually looked at the iPhone 16 Pro, a 256 gigabyte model. And according to Tech Insights, the bill of materials, everything, the hardware inside that costs around $550, $580 when you sort of talk about assembly and that sort of thing. So that's how much Apple is paying for that phone. And that's kind of what the tariff will be applied to. And so that would bring you up to around, I mean, when you kind of factor in all the things and the China tariff at 54%, that could bring us up to $850, and that would be what Apple was paying. And of course, Apple has a lot of other costs in there, and that's why we end up paying over $1,100 for that phone. And so now the question becomes, who eats that cost? Does Apple eat that cost, or does it pass it on to the consumers? My belief is that Apple's going to try to do everything it can to not make these phones more expensive, but we already are seeing examples of that. We had some reporting in the Journal yesterday that they're bringing in phones from India where the tariff might be less. But as we've seen, many people are going out buying iPhones because they're panicked. They're worried that the phone price may increase.
And Joanna, do you think that that's a good move? Like, what's your advice for people who are concerned about this? Is it buy an iPhone now if you're close to needing one?
If you need one, if you were saying, you know what, I was going to buy an iPhone next month, sure, go out and get it. But if you're thinking, I might need an iPhone next year, I do not think that's a smart move. Let's wait and see what happens. I think, look, we are going to see some of this incremental pricing. We may see that with the next iPhone, just regardless. But also, we just have so many unknowns right now around the tariffs. We don't know if Apple will get an exemption like they did in the last administration. We don't know how, we just don't know what is going to happen. It's very volatile right now.
All right, Joanna Stern, really good look at something that people use every day, people buy every day. We appreciate it. Thank you.